Hello everyone, this video is to show you how to find the advising sheet for your major. So the first thing you want to do is to go to our website, that's nscc.edu, and then you're going to hover over academics at the top of the page and click on degrees and certificates. And then what you'll do from there is to find your major on the list. So let's say you are an AAS accounting major. So we would click on Associate of Applied Science Degrees, and then we would click on the link for accounting. And that's going to take you to the website for the AAS accounting degree. So what you are looking for on your degrees web page is a link that says Advising Sheets. Click on that. And then you're going to click on the PDF Advising Sheet to bring that up for your major. And what that's going to show you, oops, lost it there. What that's going to show you is the advising sheet for your major, which is a list of all of the classes that you need to take in order to graduate. And I like this a lot better than DegreeWorks. DegreeWorks is going to show you this information as well. But on this one, it gives you a prescribed order that you should take these classes. And the reason that order is important is because some of these classes are going to have prerequisites. So, for example, on this AAS accounting, if you look at semester 2, there is an Accounting 1020 class, Principles of Accounting 2. When you go over to this prerequisite column, it shows you that you need Accounting 1010 as a prerequisite. So what that means is if you have not yet taken Accounting 1010, you cannot take Accounting 1020. So you'll see in the first semester here, you were prescribed to take Accounting 1010 in order to meet the prerequisite of the course down below. And if you'll see, there is a prerequisite chain on here. So you have Accounting 1010 in your first semester, you have Accounting 1020 in your second semester, which is dependent on Accounting 1010. And then you have some classes in your third semester, Tax Accounting, Intermediate Accounting 1, that are dependent on the Accounting 1020 class. And in your third semester, you'll see Intermediate Accounting 2, for example, is dependent on that Intermediate Accounting 1 class. So for this particular scenario, if you did not take Principles of Accounting 1 in your first semester, it's going to take you more than 4 semesters to be able to graduate, because you won't be able to take this Intermediate Accounting course. It would have thrown everything back a semester. So you just want to pay attention to those prerequisites. Another thing to pay attention to on your advising sheet is that you may have options for some of your classes. So in this first semester here, there's it says Introduction to Music or Introduction to Art, which means that you have the option to take one or the other of those courses. You do not have to take both of those. So that's just another thing to pay attention to. I'm going to show you a few special scenarios. So we're going to go back to the list of degrees. If you are planning to get the AAS nursing degree or the AAS occupational therapy degree, your program is actually not going to be under the AAS degrees. You are going to look under transfer degrees for health sciences, because all of our nursing and occupational therapy students start in that health sciences degree program. You do have to have separate admissions to the nursing department and also to occupational therapy. And so if you're admitted to those programs, then they would change your major to the AAS. But for your first semester, you're going to click on Health Sciences, click on Advising Sheets, and then you have the options here. So you can do the AAS for nursing or OTA, or you can do the transfer pathway. So either of these links, you'll click on that and it'll bring you to the advising sheet for that particular major. Another thing is that not all of these department websites list the link as advising sheets. So I'm going to go into one that I know is an example. AAS Visual Communications. So on the Visual Communications, it actually says concentrations instead of advising sheets. So you just click on concentrations, and then you would find your concentration on the list. So say you are a photography concentration, you would just click on the advising sheet for that concentration. So that's all I have for the advising sheets video. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.